Hey guys, so today I thought I would introduce you to my movie collection because I have a lot of movies, and I'm sure a lot of you know that I'm like super into like horror and thriller movies. So I thought I would introduce some of my favorites. This pile right here goes all over the floor. This pile is all the Korean movies I own. Every Korean movie I have. So I'll go through and I'll pick out which ones are my favorites out of the Korean movies. Okay. So first we have, can you see it okay? There's a glare. It's called Sad Movie. And as you might expect, it is sad. Such basic packaging, I know. Sad movie. I wouldn't call it one of my favorites though, so I'll put it over here in this pile. My favorites I'll put right here in front. Stuck. Next I have my Sassy Girl, and this one is one of my favorites. It's actually kind of hard to explain what it's about. It's an older movie, and it's like a romantic comedy, which I usually don't like, but I really like this one. This guy and this girl, they meet, and she's really drunk on the subway, and he takes care of her, and she like kind of she treats him kind of bad, makes fun of him and stuff, but they end up falling in love with each other. I don't want to give away the ending though, but yeah. There was an American remake that wasn't very good in my opinion, but the Korean one's definitely worth watching, so into the pile it goes. Good movies. And when I say they're good, or this one over here, doesn't mean that this one isn't good. Obviously I own it, so I really like it. It's just not one of my favorites of the Korean movies. So this one's called oh god, I can't read it. 우리들의 행복한 시간, or happy time. I think that's how you translate it. Like our happy times or something, our happy time together. Yeah. I actually haven't watched this one yet. I got it as a gift a couple years ago actually. And I just never got around to watching it. Probably because it's a romance movie. Yeah. I should get around to watching it, huh? Put that over here since I obviously haven't seen it. Okay. Next one is Lady Vengeance. So for those of you who are a fan of Oldboy, I know a lot of you have probably heard of Oldboy when you think of Korean movies. This is Tae Park's, is it the third installment? Yeah, third installment of his Revenge trilogy. So the first one's called Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance, and then Oldboy, and then Lady Vengeance. I think that's the order it goes in. So basically, this is a movie about vengeance. What is that rumbling sound? Oh my gosh. Anyway, it's really gory, and it's actually a very long movie. There are definitely some slow parts, but the ending really makes it worth it, honestly. Like, the ending gives you some kind of, like, satisfaction, I guess. I'm trying to think of it. If you're into movies that pay off in the end, I would highly suggest it. So I'll put it in the must-watch pile. Next is a movie that actually, well, a movie that I've only seen one time. It's called Always. I can't read the writing beneath it because the handwriting's really crazy, but yeah, it's called Always. And it's about a blind girl and a guy who fall in love. But it's not just a romance movie, it's got some like action or suspense in it as well, which is why I liked it so much. I remember I watched it late one night when I was, I couldn't sleep. So I just looked up, like, what are some good Korean movies? And this was one of the new releases that year. So it was at, like, the top of one of the lists. And actually, this movie is on, it's either Hulu Plus or it's on Amazon Prime Instant Video. I think it's on Hulu Plus. You can watch this movie. So it's really sweet movie. It's really good. I don't know if I would consider it one of my favorites, though. I think I'll put it in this pile, just in case. This next one is definitely going in the must-watch pile. This is a movie that I recommend to, like, everyone. It's called 3-Iron, like a golf club, but you can also see it being called Pinjip in Korean. Pinjip means empty house, which makes a lot more sense for the movie, I think. It's a really unique movie because there's very, very, very little dialogue in it. So even if you found it without subtitles, it's almost like you'd understand it. There's a little talking in the beginning. And then for most of the middle of the movie, there's no talking at all. It's pretty cool. It just makes you think about life a little bit. That picture in the front's pretty cool, huh? I like it. Yeah. We watched it in one of my Korean film classes, and I just fell in love from there. So, this goes in the must-watch pile. Pinjib or 3-Iron. This next one is also on the must-watch list. It's called 내가 살인범이다, which means I am a murderer. But the English translation is Confessions of Murder. And be careful, because there's an older Korean movie called Confession of Murders or something. I think it's got S at the end of it. But it's very similar, so if you're specifically looking for this one came out in 2012. The other one came out much earlier, so keep an eye on the date. They're both very good, but in my opinion, this one's a little bit better. It's about a guy who obviously is a murderer. 내가 살인범이다. And he he doesn't get caught. So after the what's it called in Korean? Or in Korea, the statute of limitations is up. He writes a book about the murders in detail, and it's really, really good. I've seen this movie, gosh, probably 6 times. There's certain movies in this pile that I've seen so much that I don't know. I feel like I don't know if I could watch them ever again because I just like wore them out. But yeah, this one's really, really good. It goes in the must-watch pile. And this one isn't even unwrapped yet. So I'm just gonna go ahead and unwrap it right now. I don't know why. I remember buying this too. I bought it when I was in Florida, actually. No. I first watched this movie on Netflix, and I don't think it's on Netflix anymore. There we go. Perfect. It's called A Werewolf Boy. It actually took me quite a bit of convincing to watch this movie because it just really didn't seem like my type of movie. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, A Werewolf Boy. Took me a while to watch it. I'm so glad I did. It's like a fantasy drama, I guess you can say. This girl is sick, so her and her family move out to like the countryside where there's no polluted air or anything because she's got like asthma or something. And there's this boy that I guess was never taken care of or was taken care of by wolves. And I don't really want to say a whole lot about it, but like the girl and the boy that I fall in love, and oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good. This one goes in the must-watch pile. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna freak out. Okay. This next one is the only Korean drama that I own because I don't usually like Korean dramas that much. But this was my first Korean drama that I ever saw, so it holds a special place in my heart. My heart too. It's Dream High. Someone got me this off my Amazon wish list and I screamed when I opened it. Like, I legitimately screamed. My roommate was like, Heather, are you okay? And I was just not okay at all. So it's like the whole thing of it. It's about these high school students who attend this performing arts school, and they all are trying to make it into being like a K-pop idol, and they're like competing against each other and stuff. And it actually it stars a lot of like really popular, oh, this makes a good sound, a lot of really popular K-pop idols like Suzy from Miss A, IU, Taekhyun from 2PM, Woohyun from 2PM. Is that his name, Woohyun? Yeah, Woohyun from 2PM. Who else? And Jung from Tiara, and Kim Soo-hyun. He's not an idol, but he's a really famous actor. Yeah, that's who's in this one. There were the Dream High too, but it was like really, really, really bad. Don't even bother watching it, but it does have JB and Junior and Ailey and Jiyeon from Tiara and like some other really good idols, but it was just not a very good drama. But Dream High's friggin' fantastic, so I'll put it in the must-watch pile, but honestly, I think you'll only really enjoy it if you like K-pop or dancing or singing or like performance art, you know what I mean? So because the head's up there. Okay. Now the next one is kind of, it's got a sticker stuck to it. A $7.99 sticker. I like the sound this makes. It's a good sound. What if I do this? It doesn't really stick to the silicone here. Okay. This is called The Man from Nowhere. And I'm gonna be honest right now, a lot of people recommend this movie as like one of their favorite Korean movies. And I've only seen half of it. And apparently the second half is like the best part, and that's the part I haven't watched yet. And I don't know why I can't get myself to watch it, but I seem to always get distracted when I watch this movie. So it's not that it's bad or anything, it's just I haven't quite... There you go. I just haven't finished it, so it's hard for me to give it like a real kind of like recommendation on it. So I'll just put it in the other pile, but yeah, it's an action movie. Definitely an action movie about a girl who gets kidnapped and this guy who goes to save her, and he's like a huge badass. So lots of action and stuff. It's got Wonbin in it too, and Wonbin was like my first Korean celebrity crush because he's like super cute. Next is The Thieves. Again, I have not seen this movie. I'm so sorry. Why do I own so many movies that I haven't seen? I don't know. I really don't know. But it's another action movie. It's a heist movie, actually. So if you like movies like James Bond, Ocean's 11, Mission Impossible, things like that, this is literally the Korean version of it. Or so I hear. It does have Kim Soo-hyun in it, which is honestly the main reason I own this movie, because I have a huge crush on him. And it has that one pretty girl from, same girl from My Sassy Girl, the first movie I showed you, or the second movie I showed you. It's got her in it, but what is her name? I am totally blanking on her name right now. Jihyun? Chon Jihyun, I think is her name. Yeah. I could be wrong on that, but yeah, it's a really good heist movie. I'm not too sure what it's about, but I mean, every heist movie kind of, you know what it's about. So, there's that too. Here we go. You knew it was coming. Ooh, that's right. Old Boy. Now, I'm going to take a moment. I'm not going to spoil anything for anybody because there's people that have not seen this movie. I'm not going to spoil it for you. So, all I'm going to say is it's about a guy who... Why is there a case over it that looks the exact same as the... I don't know. It's about a guy who gets imprisoned for, 15 years. And he has no idea why he's in prison. So 15 years later, when he gets out, he seeks his revenge on who put him there and to try to figure out why he was put there. So this is the second movie in the Temu Park Revenge trilogy. I don't own Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance because I didn't like it. Sorry. I just didn't. I love Old Boy. I love Sympathy for Lady Vengeance. But I just didn't like the first one. It was kind of boring to me. But hey, Oldboy has got this like crazy awesome ending. So I'm not joking when I say, if you haven't seen a Korean movie before, if you haven't seen Oldboy before, no matter what kind of movie you like, if you like romance, horror, thriller, comedy, doesn't matter what you like, doesn't matter, you're gonna love this movie. Nobody dislikes this movie. This is like a rite of passage into Korean movies. And it says right here, arrives with the Quentin Tarantino seal of approval. Quentin Tarantino is known to really praise Korean movies a lot, which I think is awesome. So this one goes in the must-watch pile. Next, we have Bedeviled. I'm really happy I own this one. This one's like, oh my gosh, it won so many awards. The Cannes International Film Festival winner of, oh gosh, I don't have my glasses on, but like 4 awards. This one is very, very violent and gory at the end. Oh, sorry. And as you can see from the picture, I mean, you can kind of get the idea. It's kind of another revenge movie, so I don't want to say too much about it. But it's about these 2 friends who reunite on a remote Korean island after one of the friends has moved away to Seoul and then comes back, and they kind of hang out for the first time in a long time. And the acting in this movie, personally, to me, is absolutely incredible. So this, again, I've seen this one probably 5 times, so this goes in the must-watch pile for sure. Bedeviled. Ooh, so good. Bedeviled used to be on Netflix, but I don't think it's on Netflix anymore. Okay. Secret. I think it's pronounced just like that in Korean. Some secrets shall not be revealed. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this movie was my favorite Korean movie for like a year. If you go to my other channel and go to my like top lesser known Korean movies or something vlog, I think it's called, I have this one in the vlog. Ooh, it's so good. It's so good. Oh my god, guys. It's got like 40 million twists at the end, and it's like really suspenseful. So it's not like a horror movie. It's just like major suspense and like mystery and like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? Basically the main guy here is a detective, and when he goes to check out a crime scene, he finds his wife's earring and like traces of his wife being at that scene. So he tries to cover it up, and then he asks her, were you there? You need to tell me. And she's all like really cold to him and like doesn't talk to him very much, and it becomes this big thing of him trying to hide that his wife was a part of this crime. Or is she? Ooh, it's a good movie. So, yeah. Secret. Not The Secret, not A Secret. It's just called Secret by itself. It came out in 2007, I believe. That's how you can always tell it apart from. There's like a Taiwanese drama or something that's called Secret as well, so that's not what I'm talking about. I think it came out, I'm just gonna say 2007, just to be safe. I think. This next one is, I love it because it says at the top, a Blockbuster exclusive, so you can tell where I got this movie. It was when Blockbuster was going out of business, and they were selling like all their movies for super cheap. So this still has a Blockbuster sticker on it. How rare is that they have like Blockbuster movies? Anyway, this movie was my favorite movie after Secret. So basically I watched Secret and I was like, oh, it's so good, it's so good. And then I watched The Chaser and I was like, okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute, I just need to think this over. Then this one became my favorite, and this one is one of the movies I think I've seen around 10 times or something. So I would like watch it with every new person. They'd be like, oh, what movie should we watch tonight? I'd be like, We should watch The Chaser. Just saying, it's like the best movie I've ever seen. So, this movie is an action, suspense, thriller movie. Like the best thriller movie. It's about a pimp whose girls start to suddenly go missing, and they keep going missing after being called out by the same phone number. And so he gets all suspicious of that, like, okay, the same number keeps calling, and every time a girl goes to see this guy, they go missing. So he thinks that he's, like, stealing the girls and, like, becoming their pimp and that kind of thing, but it's not that case. It's really, really good. A little, like, heavy, so I'm just warning you, it's not, like, a lighthearted, kind of like, ooh, cool, lighthearted thriller movie. Like, if you're gonna watch this movie, you better believe you're probably gonna feel a little depressed after watching it, but it's super good. Maybe that's just the kind of movies I like to watch. Like, I have funny games behind me. Like, those are the kind of movies that I like. I mean, okay. This next one is wrapped really weird because it's actually from Korea. Like, actually, someone got it for me in Korea and gave it to me. I can't even read this handwriting. I can't read that handwriting. It's called Secret Reunion in English, but in Korean, something J. I can't read that. Wait, no, it's written. What does that say? This one's good. It's about a spy from North Korea. Basically, that's all I kind of remember from it. I think like a North Korean and a South Korean are friends, or they used to be friends, or they become friends. It's been a few years since I've watched this movie, so I'm not too sure, but it is a like suspense thriller, almost kind of drama movie. It is very good. I mean, I didn't buy it, I was gifted it, but I might have bought it on my own if I had seen it, because I did really like it. So, yeah. I have more movies. I have more movies in my must-watch pile than I do in my other pile, just so you know. I just recently watched this movie, Horror Stories. It's a horror anthology, actually. Horror anthologies are like my absolute favorite thing ever, because it's like, if there's one short that you don't like that much, hey, it's over pretty fast. And I like when they put a lot of information, like a lot of storyline in a condensed space, because I don't have that long of like an attention span sometimes when I watch movies, so I like anthologies. Ooh. This one, there is a Horror Stories 2. I don't own it though. I only own the first one. My favorite story from here, so there's 4 of them. There's Don't Answer the Door, Endless Flight, Secret Recipe, and Ambulance. Okay, I haven't seen Ambulance in the Death Zone because that one was about like a biological outbreak, and I don't handle those very well because there's lots of hospitals and needles and gore, and I'm not very good with that. So yeah, this is definitely recommended, but I don't think I'd put it in the must-watch pile. Next up is actually, sometimes I have a hard time remembering if this movie, Cinderella, or Old Boy, was the first Korean movie I ever saw. So it was either Old Boy or it was this one. I think it was this one. I rented it from Blockbuster when I was like 17 or something, 17 or 18. kind of hard to find. It's about a girl who is obsessed with her looks and whose mom is a plastic surgeon. And for those of you who don't know, plastic surgery is huge over in South Korea. Everybody gets plastic surgery over there. So this is a story about this crazy mom, doctor, plastic surgeon who just goes too far. It's really good, but I wouldn't quite say it's a must-watch, but it's good. Next is a movie called Voices, and I also got this one from Blockbuster. But sometimes you'll see it called Someone Behind You, or Tu Saramida. So if you see any of those titles, that's this movie. Because there's another Korean movie called Voices that's part of the Whispering Corridors series. So don't get that confused. This one is called Someone Behind You, or Voices, or Tu Saramida. The other one's called Voice. That's what it is. The other one's called Voice, and it has like a hand coming out of the mouth, like on like the cover of it. This one's got some pretty good jump scares for an Asian horror movie. Not a lot of Asian horror movies have jump scares, in my opinion, compared to American or European horror movies. But for a while, I really, really, really liked this one. And then I rewatched it, and it wasn't as good as I remembered it, but there were certain scenes that were really good, I should say. Yeah. Okay, next one is called, oh, don't laugh, okay? Let me explain. It's called The Red Shoes. And I know it sounds silly, like, oh my god, killer shoes, that's so stupid. I thought so too. I was like, how can you make shoes scary? But then I remember that there's actually a Korean movie called The Wig, and they made a wig scary. So, and then a Japanese movie called EXTE, where they made hair extensions scary. This is surprisingly good. I'm not joking about that. It's got a pretty good concept to it. Now, it's been a while since I've seen it, so it's going to be hard for me to describe it to you, but I can definitely tell you there's more to it than just a scary pair of shoes, I promise. The next one is a movie that you may know if you've seen a lot of Korean, especially Korean horror movies. A Tale of Two Sisters. Now, this movie was my favorite for a very long time. It was one of the first movies I watched, so like after Old Boy and after Cinderella, when I started getting interested in like, wow, like these Korean movies are really, really good. I rented this so many times at Blockbuster. One thing I do want to say about this is that even though it does go in my must-watch pile, you have to understand that it is confusing if you don't pay very close attention. So make sure you pay as much attention as possible so you don't miss anything, so that you understand the ending, the twist ending. There are some slow-moving parts, but they pay off. I promise, they pay off in the end. There's one really, really, really creepy. No, there's two really creepy scenes in it. It scared me so much. There's one scene that might make it hard for you to like sleep in a dark room. So yeah, these two twins have like this evil stepmom. That's all I'm gonna say. Next movie is Thirst, and I'm gonna be completely honest right now. I actually don't know why I own this movie because I wasn't that crazy about it. I guess I own it because it's like a classic. Everybody likes this movie, and it's from Chan Park again, the same guy who directed Old Boy and Sympathy for Lady Vengeance. So it's actually directed really well, but I just didn't like the concept, I guess. It's a vampire movie. There's some parts of it that are pretty good. I mean, people talk about it like it's the best thing ever, so I know it's just my personal taste that I don't like it as much as I should, so it's like a romance movie, but also kind of like a horror movie. So if you're interested in it, I suggest reading up about it, seeing if it's something that you might like. Next movie is Cello. And again, do not underestimate the Koreans because they made a cello scary. They did. This one has a really good twist ending to it. Really good twist ending. It was so much more than I thought it would be. I went into it just expecting pretty much like nothing, and was like so pleasantly surprised by it. It's a very smart movie, and you're kind of just like, the twist just kind of hits you, and you're like, oh my god, I had no idea. Holy crap. I don't really want to say anything about the storyline. You can read it up if you want, but just don't read the ending or anything like that. This one isn't even Korean. Wait, is this one Korean? This one's Korean, right? It's been so long since I've seen it, I thought it wasn't Korean. It is. Okay, Bloody Reunion. Now, this movie I've only seen once, and so it's hard for me to remember exactly what it was about, except for I do know it's about a bunch of students reuniting with their old teacher, and there's a lot of gore. I think that's why I don't remember it very well, is because I was looking away from the screen so much, because it was so gory, and I'm not very good with that, like I said. Just looking at the pictures on the back, it's like really, I don't know if you can see that, but it's like, ooh, it's really gory. They just kind of get their revenge on this teacher that apparently was like really terrible to them. Yeah. If you like gory revenge movies, you'll probably love this one. Now, I'm going to put Memento Mori and Wishing Stairs and... oh, I don't have the other one. I think I did. No, I guess I don't. Memento Mori and Wishing Stairs are part of the same Whispering Corridors series that I was saying that Voice was a part of. I don't own all of them, but I own these two, and I thought I owned Whispering Corridors, which is the first one, but Wishing Stairs is the third, this one's the second, and the fourth one is Voice, I think, and the fifth one is called, like, Suicide Pact, or I actually don't remember what it's called, but it's about a suicide pact with friends. Memento Mori is, it means remember the dead. That's what Memento Mori means. And it's been so long since I've seen it that I actually cannot remember what it is about. I really can't remember. But, holy crap. Oh my gosh, I just realized this is truly, it deserves a spot in a museum. Because take a look at this. See that at the bottom? Wait. Do you see that at the bottom? That sticker? I really hope that you could see that, because that is a Hollywood Video sticker at the bottom. I stole this from Hollywood Video. So again, this is one of the first Korean movies I watched, back when I was watching Korean movies. So long ago that Hollywood Video was still around. Anyway, yeah, this one's, oh gosh, I can't remember what it's about, to be honest. I remember there was a scene where some girl, like, kissed another girl in the middle of class and everyone screamed. this one is much better. I remember what year. It was 2008. So I was 18. 17 or 18 when I watched this. I think I was 18. I rented it from Blockbuster. This one I got from Bookman's. I got most of my movies from Bookman's. But this one is about a dancer. So of course I was very interested. A dancer and her friend, they go to like a performing arts school. Or maybe it's just a regular high school, I can't remember. Anyway, they get in a fight and like treat each other terribly, and apparently there's like these set of like stairs in the school that if you walk up or down them but saying some kind of chant, your wish will be granted. And they used it like against each other, and it's really good. Definitely worth watching this one. I'll put this one in the must-watch pile because even though I'm a little on the fence about it, it's like one of the movies that got me really, really into Korean movies, so I suggest it. Okay. Alright, next movie is, okay, I'm sorry, it's gory, I'm sorry. It's The Wig. I know I mentioned it earlier. Yeah. This one is a pretty, oh god, there's that one scene. Oh my gosh, there is that one scene. It's just really, really disturbing. This movie is very disturbing. Watch it at your own risk. The ending's really, really, really confusing and weird. But I think I understand it. I'm trying to think of it right now. It's intriguing, I guess is a good way to put it. It's an intriguing movie. So I would say it's worth watching, and I'd be curious to see what you guys think of it. Personally, for me, it's not on my must-watch list, but it's interesting. It's actually straight from Korea as well. So, this one is called The Game, or in Korean, The Game. The Game. The Game. The Game. Why don't you just call it The Game? Anyway. This movie is suspense. There we go. It's a suspense smart movie. This guy gets invited to this rich guy's house and is like, do you want to play a game? You know, one of those kind of movies. And he's like, oh, if you win, I'll give you like $1 million or something like that. And if you lose... So it's one of those kind of movies, and it's definitely worth watching. It's very unique and really, really good. And oh my gosh, it's been so long since I've seen this. So this goes in the must-watch pile. So, real quick, just to go over all the movies that I have here, all the Korean movies I have that are must-watches are, oh my gosh, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you have The Game, or The Game, Wishing Stairs, The Chaser, Secret, or Secret, Bedeviled, Old Boy, Dream High, the show, so there's 16 episodes, each an hour long, Werewolf Boy, 내가 살인범이다, or Confessions of Murder, 빈집, or 3 Iron, Lady Vengeance, and My Sassy Girl. So there they are. I hope that this video has giving you some ideas for some new movies to watch. And in the comments, let me know what you thought. But please don't give anything away, or I will have to erase your comment. Just don't give away any spoilers for the movies, okay? For those who haven't seen them yet. But if you want to recommend some more movies, go right ahead. Because even I haven't seen all the Korean movies out there. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And I'll see you soon.